The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Let's go to our man, John from Jacksonville. John, you still on the line with us?
I'm here.
Hey, thanks for calling in.
You're welcome. I'm glad to be here.
You are wonderful. What did you want to look at? Or
No. I just want to give you a big slobbery virtual kiss.
Oh.
I can't tell you how excited I am about your system. I can't tell you how much it's meant for me. I made $23,000 in about a month's time with your system. I do not have one single position that I've lost money on.
You're too
I am
nice.
just stunned. I am a moon lover.
It is now time for The Trader's Edge with your host, Steve Rhodes.
11 seconds. You've got 10 seconds. The countdown going on right now. Morrow up to Schultz. 5 seconds left in the game. You believe in miracles? Yes! Unbelievable.
Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good morning, traders. Hi, folks. I'm your host, Steve Rhodes, coming to you live from the TFNN television and radio network, guest television network, folks. TigerTV. What you want to do is you want to go to the homepage of TFNN.com, and on the third tab, you will see TigerTV. You can watch along on the show. If you're listening to the archive show, on your iPod or any other device, what you want to do is when you get a chance, go over to Tiger TV, go to Channel 14, and you'll be able to pick up the archive of the show as well. You'll be able to take a look at the charts that we've got on our screen. Right now I've got the small caps, the IWM on my screen. We'll take a look at that or anything else that you'd like. Always look forward to calls from listeners like yourself, and you can reach us at 877-927-6648, and just off of two great shows, and I want to deliver a third great show. Sitting in the on-deck circle, though, our man Larry Pesavento. He's going to hit it out of the park for sure. Today is the Futures Hour, and then after Larry, Ken Shreve comes on from 3 to 4. Tom O'Brien takes us home from 4 to 6, and, when I take a look at the kind of the core story of what we've talked about today during the first couple of hours, and just what Tom and I had just finished talking about, about really the opportunity that I believe it's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I mean, I believe, folks, that right now, is when you've got to make some really key economic decisions in your life. Because if you don't, the next 3 to 5 years is going to be severely challenged. I mean, severely challenged. We're in the worst bear market ever. You need to make decisions such as being able to protect your assets. For most folks, on average, U.S. citizens, couples, what have you, have got at least $100,000 tucked away in some type of 401k or retirement account. Now, some of that money is self-directed money, and to the extent, well, it's all self-directed money, folks, because you can at least always go to cash. And so if you learned anything from the 2007 highs down to the lows that we made in March 09, you don't want to repeat that same mistake twice. I always say, let your first mistake be your worst mistake. And if you can live by just that one principle, if you can go back to 2007 as the market was going down through 2009, how many times would you have liked to have gotten out, or at least gotten some advice from folks like myself or others around here? And just there's key, and the thing is, what I prefer to do is focus on the positive. There's ways to make money when the market goes down. The market goes up and down. It's living, breathing organisms. The market has patterns the same way that you have a pattern. You have patterns or rituals, if we want to call them, with regard to what it is you do with your day, your morning, your drive home. Just try changing your rituals. Just make a little tweak. If you are driving and you have a certain way that you go home, just change it up. Change it up for a couple days, exercise a little bit. Maybe take something that's a little bit more scenic, but just do something in your life that isn't the same pattern. You say you can't do that, or you don't want to do that. Well, look, these markets have patterns too. These markets don't necessarily change their patterns. And that's really the beauty of what you take a look at if you're willing to make some changes in your life with regard to how it is you want to play the money game. Because there's no better game out there to play. Because when you can get your money, I always like to think of my money as these little workers with all these little legs, that are out there working for us. Just take a look at us in the economic environment that we're in. The mere fact where you have products that are shifted from one country to another country either because of resources, which could be human resources, maybe it's some other resources, and, they're working hard for you to make that money. Thank goodness for companies like Walmart and anybody else that's innovating products, that continues to drive cheaper and cheaper products to you and provide you with more and more service. I mean, that's really what it's all about, because you can then establish the type of quality of life that you want. Well, the easiest way, and how many folks actually get wealthy or rich, by working for someone? How many folks actually do that, have that opportunity? Is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. But there's better ways. Working what you do is so important. It's so important to be contributing, to your team, for the folks that you work for, delivering great customer service to each person that you work with. Whether they work for you or you work for them, it still is all about customer service, and it's important. It's an important aspect of it. But it's also important to take that money, not spend all of it, have some of it off the side, and get that money to work for you. Because when you can get that money to work for you, folks, what you can attain is financial freedom. It doesn't matter what level that you're at. Everybody has reasons or excuses, whatever it is that you want to call it, with regard to when it is that they're going to get started in the money game. What's an excuse that would be commonly used? I don't have enough time. You've got plenty of time, folks, the moment that you decide that you want to use it. That's another excuse. I don't have enough money? Oh, come on. You can play this money game with $1,000. You absolutely have enough money. Whether it's 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 50,000. I don't have the knowledge. I don't have the smarts. You absolutely do. You didn't get to where you were. You don't have the things that you have because you don't have the knowledge. Oh, you don't have the knowledge about this game? No problem. We absolutely can teach you here. We have contributors, we have coaches, we have teachers, we have classes, we have workshops, we have webinars. We've got a free workshop that's coming up this Saturday that is going to be able to really help people to break through to another level. What does that mean, another level? I just prefer to maybe think of it as another gear, because we each have got more gears inside us. And if you can believe that there's a possibility that the world, with regard to the economies that are going on, with regard to the debt that folks have out there, with regard to the negativity that's out there, that there's a good chance that the market is going to go down and the economy could get worse, then you want to come to this show or you want to come to this workshop, because we're going to go ahead and teach you how to be able to handle that, psychologically, if you will, how to benefit from that. And we're not here to decide which way the market goes. What we are here to do is to be able to take a look at patterns, because you see, you have rituals, and the reality is, even if I ask you to drive home a different way, or do something different, or put your pants on, put your left leg through if you're always putting your right leg through, or vice versa, you're not willing to change those patterns. Well, folks, that is the same thing that goes on in this market. And in this market, there's volume patterns that we can take a look at, the small caps that we've got up here. And yeah, the market, we've got the Dow's up 164, the S&Ps are up 10, the composites down a point, the small caps are up 7. Right now, we'll take a look at the IWM on just a 10-minute chart, folks. What you can see here is we had volume at the close yesterday. That's a whole new group of shareholders, if you will. And the volume that you had down there, folks, was, let's see here, on the 10-minute was 7 million shares. And we came into that at about, 10:40 this morning. You came into that with 1.8 million shares, hit it with another 1.8 million shares 10 minutes later. Then you hit it with 1.8 million another 10 minutes later, 1.4, In this last 10 minutes so far, 431,000. You know, we're 5 minutes through that session. So what it's saying right now is that, okay, this area here is going to hold, and probably it will bounce up just a bit from here, and then we'll take a look when it gets towards the top of its range of the day. Well, the top of its range, you know, if the IWM bounces up from here, you know, it could be a beautiful trade when it gets to the open at 9:40 this morning. There's going to be information that will be released to us. There was 4.6 million shares, and these are just some things that we want to be able to teach you. I know you know about supply and demand because you've bought products. Some of you have stood in line for products that you absolutely wanted. And if you stood in line for those things, you know, you paid more money. It made sense for you to do that. And then there's other things and other products or other restaurants. You wouldn't go to those places no matter what they discounted it for. And that's about supply and demand. We can teach you how to play the money game. Don't listen to a money professional that's out there that says that you don't have the smarts, you don't have the ability to be able to manage your own money. You absolutely do. You can do it better than them. We can teach you. I want to teach you, folks. And what I really want to teach you is I want to teach you to do the right thing at the right time. Because there's a lot of folks out there, and they do the right thing at the wrong time. Just think about it. If you bought a home in 2006, might have seemed like the right thing, but it was the right thing at the wrong time. If you did that, what happened? You got screwed, okay? And if you just simply, even from a standpoint of buying homes, when we were taking a look at the housing index, when you could see the patterns in the housing index as the market was at its top, just simply understanding that, you would have known that you were doing the right thing at the wrong time. You know, the right thing at the right time right now. Now is the time to buy real estate. If you've got your finances in order and you can go out and you can buy your dream home, you know, at a 50, 60% discount, 40% discount, whatever it might be, you know, now is absolutely the time that you want to do that. And look, what we really want you to do is we want you to take your workers, your little worker bees, your U.S. dollar worker bees, and we want to help you to be able to make money. You can make 10, 20, 30, 40% on your money, not 2%. Not 1% that you might make in a bank in some type of fixed income product, not something where you're going to go and put up your money in some type of treasury note for 20 or 30 years. You know, that's not a flight to a flight to success. A flight to success, if you will, folks, is learning how to manage your money, understanding the money game. That's what I do for my subscribers. I've got a money management tool, the Power of One. You know, I'd love for you to join us on Saturday morning from 8:30 to 11:30. It's going to be more about the money game. It's really about life because, you know, I have this saying, and I absolutely believe it's true. How you do anything is how you do everything. This here, what you're seeing right now, this is my life. This is my passion. I'm no different 10 minutes when I'm off the air than I am now. And if you think I work hard, which I absolutely do, you should see me when I'm playing. Of course I play hard. You know, I get up when I get up early in the morning, and one of my favorite things to do, quite frankly, is, well, my ideal day, is getting up early in the morning, playing golf, maybe getting on the course by about 7 o'clock or what have you, tooling around. The guys I play with, we can play in 2.5, 3 hours, getting to the gym, working out for an hour. By the time noontime rolls around, you know, on a Sunday morning, if you will, I've already played 18 holes of golf, have ridden a bike likely for about 13 miles or so, worked out. What a beautiful day. I want you to have a beautiful day. I want you to share your day with me on Saturday morning. Please do so. Go to the homepage of TFNN, sign up for it, and when we come back, we'll go take a look at our markets. We've got some folks on the line, 877-927-6648. Thanks for joining me, folks. We'll be right back.
We're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
If you're in the market for a jumbo preferred non-conforming loan anywhere from $417,000 all the way up to $3 million, and you have a FICO of at least 720, then EverBank is your answer. As a direct lender with processing, underwriting, and funding all under one roof, EverBank can offer the most competitive rates, greater efficiency, and shorter closing times. Now is the time to act. EverBank offers fixed terms of 10 and 15 years, as well as adjustable terms of 5, 7, and 10 years, including interest-only options on primary residences. For more information, call EverBank today at 877-471-5700 5970 to talk with a member of their concierge team that will walk you through the variety of loans they offer. That's 877-471-5970, and let them know you heard this offer on TFNN. Everbank, 877-471-5970, 877-471-5970.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Great Basin Gold is a mining company engaged in the exploration and development of 2 emerging gold properties in Nevada and South Africa with a total resource base of more than 23 million gold ounces. Great Basin Burnstone Mine in South Africa opened in February of this year with a resource of 20 million gold ounces, becoming the first mine to open in the historic Witwatersrand Basin in the last 30 years. The Burnstone Mine is projected to have a 25-year mine life and is fully financed with production anticipated to be over 250,000 ounces per year at a cash cost of only $450 per ounce. The Hollister Mine in Nevada became fully integrated in the 4th quarter of 2010 with annual production estimates of 110,000 ounces of gold per year over the 8-year mine life at a cash cost of only $527 per ounce. Great Basin Gold is cash flow positive and trades on the Toronto and New York Stock Exchanges under the symbol GBG. X-Story Gold Mines, an NYSE Amex-listed company trading under the symbol XG, is slated to be the newest gold-silver producer in Argentina. X-Story is forecast to produce more than $250 million in bullion annually, beginning in 2013, at a cash cost of less than $200 for each ounce of gold produced. That forecast will make X-Story one of the highest margin operators in South America and a sector leader in the mining industry. X-Story has $50 million in its treasury, having spent over $60 million to date on drilling and engineering. The ultimate size of its Argentina discovery could be determined by year-end, as results from the 6 drills operating at the site are fully assessed. To find out more about X-Story Gold Mines and their exciting growth potential, click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex under the symbol XG.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by BackTech Environmental. For more information, just click the BackTech banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It absolutely is, folks. Welcome back. 877-927-6648. Our boards are lit up with callers, looks like from New Jersey. Thanks so much for calling. Let's go to our first caller. Let's go to Mark in Bedford. Mark, thanks for calling.
Hey, how you doing?
Doing great. Yourself today?
Flying like an eagle.
I love it. I love it, baby. I love it.
Hey, listen, I bought CCJ at the low today, and I was thinking about to cover myself, sell some calls on it.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see what you thought.
Yeah, so now CCJ, folks, right now the high on it is 44.81, the low is 17.80. And when you're what was the thought process? As I take a look, what were you aiming for here on CCJ?
26, but I think I'm a little greedy there,
Yeah, when I take a look at the chart, so what I've got up on my screen right now, folks, is the weekly chart. And on the weekly chart, what you've done is you broke this swing point on CCJ. The week of July 2nd, you had 7.8 million shares. That was a swing point down there. And when we came through that swing point, you came through that last week, you broke it on 14 million shares. So typically what happens, Mark, is that when you break a swing point, you're going to go to the next swing point on here. And on the weekly basis, the next swing point actually kind of comes in around February of 09. And what you also do is I always like to take a look at other volume bars out there. And the next highest volume bar, underneath the swing point of where we're at right now is in the October 10th, 2008 time frame. The high on that is 1937, and you're trading below that right now. And so, that had 41 million shares. You came into it with only 14 million. And on a weekly basis, this thing looks like it actually wants to get down to the $12 area. So that's on the little bit longer term. So let me pull it in here to the daily chart. And, when we talk about maybe trading in the direction, the trend is your friend, if you will, as you take a look at CCJ, this thing, is making lower lows. In fact, if you take a look at it, you had a big, huge gap down. I don't know what was involved with that the week of March 18, 2011, but huge gap down, and I can see where...
That's Japan when they had their problem, right?
Is that... you're right. I'm sure that it is. I'm sure that's when they had the earthquake. But you definitely want to pay attention to to the weekly charts and the swing points and the volume. I'm going to quickly flip back here on the daily basis and see what we've got. On a daily basis, again, all I'm really seeing here is where we just simply continue to make lower highs and lower lows each time. And so I just don't see this as a really great trade.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take my profits that I already have for today.
That's a beautiful thing.
Close out the trade.
Yeah, that's a beautiful thing. And and if anything, what I would suggest is wait, see if the market can bounce up from here. We'll go back over. We'll take a look at the small caps. So we've got a caller on the line wants to take a look at the Qs. We'll take a look at that. And maybe consider playing the market, shorting the market or something like that. But with regard to CC...
I'm waiting. I'm kind of... Yeah. My head is all about tomorrow is the end of window dressing, so... I don't know.
Got it. I got it. So just the CCJ, just the daily chart, the weekly chart, when I just start seeing something, you got tons of pressure. There's not a whole lot of folks in here that are in a profit position. You've got to go all the way back to the 2009 time frame to find anybody that's really happy holding this stock. So it's always great.
I'm happy today, though. I made money on it.
Now that's beautiful. That's absolutely beautiful. So, and Mark, great to hear from you. Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you.
You bet.
I really, really appreciate your hard work.
Thanks. Thank you. Thanks for saying that. Let's go to Beverly in New Jersey. Beverly, thanks for calling.
Hey, how are you today?
Doing great. Yourself?
Yeah, really good, really good. You were talking about the economy, and first I want to thank you, though. We sent you a bunch of gold and got great prices for it. We're very happy about that.
Thank you for doing that. We love you for that. We love you for
that. And
I
think I talked to you before. We have a consignment business.
Yes, I remember the call. Absolutely.
Okay, and we are kind of a barometer on what is really happening out there.
Okay. Yeah, and I would think so.
We are kind of counter-cyclical. In other words, the worse the economy gets, the better we do.
Okay, yes.
Because we are in a stage now that I'm calling the Great Liquidation.
Okay.
And we are just packed full of stuff. People, and the sad part is people are bringing us junk to try to get some money out of it.
No, I understand.
We have to reject it. Things are broken. Things aren't up to
Hey, Beverly,
par.
stay with us. We're going to go into a break here, but we really want to come back to you. We want to hear your barometer on the economy. That's great. Thanks for the call. Stay with us here. Folks, we'll be right back, 877-927-6648.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. If you want to get great trade setups in equity as well as the option market, come over to TFNN.com and test drive my daily newsletter, Market Insights, for 2 weeks absolutely free. Each trade setup comes with a profit projection as well as stop placement. Included in Market Insights is a Twitter alert service. This allows you to take advantage of intraday setups. Volatility is back in the markets. What does that mean to you? To me, it spells short-term opportunity each and every day. The days of trending up on lighter volume are gone. We have come off the highs with volume across the globe. Don't get caught in a complacency trap. Many of the indices have given back 2 months of trading in 1 week. We have a trader's market. You can take advantage of this trader's market by test driving my daily newsletter, Market Insights, free for 2 weeks. Market Insights will give you the edge you're looking for in the markets. Go to TFNN.com, under newsletter, hit the Market Insight tab for your 2-week free test drive right here, right now.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, gives traders, investors, and money managers a thorough strategy for trading the gold market. If you're an investor in gold or any of the gold mining equities, this newsletter is an essential tool that can help you become a better trader in the gold market. The Gold Report comes out every Monday with complete coverage of the entire gold market, including the XAU, HUI, the dollar, the bond, the rand, more than 40 different mining equities, as well as some of the most popular precious metal ETFs, including the GDX and the SLV. For as low as $75 per month, you can gain access to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report that will help you take advantage of investment opportunities at the current historic gold price levels. To order your Gold Report today with a free 30-day trial subscription, log on to TFNN.com or call our office directly at 877-518-9190.
Are your cable rates rising? Tired of being pushed around by your provider? It's time to push back. Cut the cable and get Dish Network installed with absolutely no equipment to buy. Here's the best part. Packages start at just $24.99 a month for an entire year. That's right. Call now and get Dish Network installed free. Plus your choice of HBO, Cinemax, or Stars free for 3 months. If you call in right now, Dish Network will also throw in free HD for life. PMG Dish, a Dish Network authorized retailer, is waiting for your call and can have you watching TV as soon as tomorrow. Call 800-565-8010. Imagine all your favorite movies, sports, and shows in crystal clear digital quality for far less money, and you won't have to deal with the cable company anymore. At only $24.99 per month, they're practically giving it away. Call now for full details. Call 800-565-8010. That's 800-565-8010. Again, 800-565-8010. Limited time offer, prices, packages, and programming subject to change without notice. 24-month agreement required. Cancellation fees, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. Call for details.
What type of investor are you? Conservative, moderate, or aggressive? No matter your investor personality, your overall portfolio should reflect your financial goals, time horizon, and your risk tolerance. Help ensure your portfolio is appropriately invested with an asset allocation plan from Morgan Stanley Smith Barney. Simply picking the right stocks is not enough. Research has shown that choosing the right proportion of stocks, bonds, and cash is essential to the success of your long-term investments. Morgan Stanley Smith Barney believes a carefully selected portfolio can lower your volatility and increase investment return potential. Find out about what asset allocation and a Morgan Stanley Smith Barney financial advisor can do for you. Call Angelo O'Brien, financial advisor and certified financial planner of the Clearwater, Florida branch at 727-441-6108 today to discuss your personal financial needs. Asset allocation does not assure a profit or protect against loss in declining financial markets. Investments and services are offered through Morgan Stanley Smith Barney, LLC. Member SIPC.
This segment is brought to you by Harmony Gold. For more information, just click the Harmony Gold banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It is better when we're together, folks, and right now we're together with our gal Beverly in New Jersey. Beverly, thanks for holding. I appreciate it.
Yeah, I first want to say we opened in '93, and things were really lousy then. We were dealing with evictions, and there were half-finished houses all over the place, and
Yes.
then things got better.
Yes.
And you just go forward 20 years, and now we're dealing with people with evictions. We're dealing with foreclosed houses.
Sure.
We're dealing with abandoned houses where people just leave.
Absolutely.
They don't have the money to move.
Yes.
And the bank takes it over, and they contact us to get rid of the stuff that's in the house.
Okay.
That's a whole industry now, by the way, is emptying abandoned houses.
No kidding.
Yeah, I mean, out there, guys, if there's people out there unemployed, just go contact some banks, because when people abandon a house, they hire people to get rid of all the junk.
That's
and, oh, by the way, 1-800-GOT-JUNK is booming.
No kidding. So you're getting some of your product for free.
Not for free, no. We could get our product for free for some of it. Some people just want us to take it away.
Yeah.
But we have to hire movers, and I'm not going to take junk that's damaged. We don't take computer desks. They're just obsolete right now. The whole market has changed, but I think the big thing is that things are as bad as they were in '92.
Yeah.
And I think they're getting a lot worse. Now, because people are desperate for money.
Yes. And how can you measure it to the lows that we were putting in the market in 2009, the March 2009 time frame? How would you take a look at the consignment, your business, and what you saw?
We're much busier. Much busier. Now our prices are down.
Okay.
In other words, our starting price of an item is probably 20 to 20% less than it was 2 years ago.
Yeah. Now, are you seeing the same people coming in, where, at first they were just truly getting rid of things that they, didn't necessarily need, and now you're seeing those same people come back with things that...
We are seeing a lot of new people.
Okay.
And they are down. I'll tell you what our biggest growth industry is. Check this out. We are selling bedroom sets to people whose children who are out of college and can't find a job are moving back into them.
Oh, absolutely.
Into their house.
No, look, that there's no question about that. And, and you're talking about, look, in the state of Florida alone, just between the 4 big colleges, between, FSU, UF, Miami, UCF, and there's plenty more colleges in the state. There's 40,000 kids a year that are graduating just from those 4 schools. So you can imagine what it is like around the country, and everyone else. Now, are the things that you're getting in good conditioned items?
Well, no, they send us pictures. That's how we start with. So we have to go through this stuff. They also just drive up with stuff in the back. But what I see is the desperation. They need to pay their car insurance. They need to pay their heating bill or whatever. And a question I ask 2 people today is, how fast do you need your money?
Yeah.
I've had people who need money by the end of the month. I don't put a high price on it. I blow it out.
Sure.
I've had to give advances to people who didn't have money for food.
Yeah.
With kids, and they own a house so that they don't qualify for food stamps.
Yes.
One of them or both of them lost their jobs. I see a lot of wedding presents that people have never used, Waterford Crystal. We're also getting, this reminds me of '92. It was the years of Grandma's sterling came out then.
Oh.
You can't believe the sterling we got in...
well, and the same thing here, because we buy gold, we buy silver, we buy flatware, sterling, and now what's cool about the sterling flatware, the average set is about $2,000 worth of melt value, $1,500 bucks, $2,000 worth of melt value. So. Beverly,
a lot of this stuff is too good to melt.
I understand. I understand.
It would just be heartbreaking. I don't send you that stuff.
Yeah. Hey, Beverly, thanks for calling, and appreciate you checking in with us. Folks, when we get back from break, we'll go to Stephen in New Jersey. We got Danny in Orlando, Jack in Deerfield Beach. Love the calls, folks. 877-927-6648. We'll be right back.
Better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
TFNN is proud to bring you the cutting edge of newsletters. Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Ken is a top-down investor who lets price and volume in the major stock indices tell him when to be in the market and when to be out. By using his unique blend of fundamental and technical analysis, Ken will protect your hard-earned capital while realizing breakout gains. Go to TFNN.com today. Click Investments Newsletters and get Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks free for 2 weeks.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we pay you more for converting your jewelry to cash.
Let's go to Brian in New Jersey. Hey, Brian, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, just want to let you know I did give you some jewelry. My jeweler offered me about $650. I should get a check in the mail tomorrow for about $1,200.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, it's all about honesty when converting your jewelry to cash.
Okay, let's go to Paul in Florida first. Hey, Paul, what's going on?
I want to commend you on the Tiger Metal Exchange. I just did a deal with you guys the other day.
Oh, good.
And very happy.
Well, I appreciate it. Now, did you sell us jewelry or did you buy coins off us?
I sold you jewelry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
What we weighted at was less than you guys said, so, you're totally honest.
At Tiger Metal Exchange, we give you the tools to value your gold, and it's absolutely free. Call 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. We've created the easiest, safest, and most honest cash for gold process. Tiger Metal Exchange. It's the only call you need to make.
Here's what people are saying about Tiger TV.
Let's go to John in Tampa. Hey, John, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. You having a good day out there?
A wonderful day. I love your Tiger TV. I watch it every day. I'm like a kid in a candy store.
Oh, man, I appreciate you out there watching it. How long have you been watching the Tiger TV?
I'm watching almost a month now, and it's wonderful.
It's pretty cool, isn't it?
Oh, yes, it's cool. You see the charts and everything. Thanks so much for the hard work.
Tiger TV, a great news service from TFNN.com. This segment is brought to you by South American Silver Corporation. For more information, just click the South American Silver Corporation banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Welcome back, folks. 877-927-6648. You got the Dow up 164, S&P's up 11, the composite up about 1.7, small caps up 7. Small caps are up decently. The NDX 100, though, down 4 points. And we're going to our caller, Stephen in New Jersey, who's calling about the Qs. Stephen, thanks so much for calling.
Well, thanks for taking my call.
My pleasure.
I realize you have a kind of a short bias right currently, but I thought if you take a look at the Qs, which is the weakest of the broad averages today, I don't know if you noticed, but they found pretty strong support at the 5407 level and tested it a couple of times in the last hour.
Yeah.
And the interesting thing about the 5407 level is that that's the exact confluence of two important fib levels.
Okay.
One is the 786 from Monday's low, and the other, and it's also the 618 level from last Thursday's low.
Absolutely. And you're going back to what Stephen is doing. He's going back to the time period. Well, are you looking at it on an intraday on like a 10-minute chart?
Yeah, I look at 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minute, 10 minute. I like 5 minute charts as well. I've got the 10 minute up on my screen, and where Stephen's going back to is about the 3:30 in the afternoon on the 22nd. The low there was 52.75. Is that what you're keying off of? Absolutely. And and there's no question that that's low, and it did hold in this 5407 area. And
well, it's exact hit. Yeah, it's exact hit, and it's also, if you take the second low on Monday, it's the 786 from there.
Yeah, okay, and that's the one at Monday. Is that the 26th?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so, and that's absolutely a great thing to do, folks, and what I do like to do, just as Stephen is pointing out, so great textbook is to go take a look at multiple swing points, and what you do want to see is you want to see where you've got 618s and 786s lining up, because that's a place where you're going to get a lot of information. And as Stephen is pointing out, that's holding right now as a support area, and just as important as that is, and you can see where, okay, you could take a trade there. It's also when that area gets broken, it's going to release just as much information to you as well. Now, in playing any of these ETFs, it's really helpful to go in and take a look at, because they're weighted, to go in and take a look at the larger, weighting of what's going on. And so, what I wanted to do here is just go ahead and pull up Apple. Do you also, switch back and forth between the Q charts and a couple other of the top holdings inside the Qs?
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah. So, if you take a look at Apple, for example, And just kind of to correlate also what it is that you're looking at, what Apple did today on a daily basis is went back and tested its swing point of September 26th. The low that Apple had was 391.30 with 29 million shares. Now, on the daily chart right now, we're, what, 2 hours, a little over 2 hours into trading. You've done 9 million shares. So there's some volume in Apple. You have to see how it trades really for the next 3.5 hours, or next, yeah.
Right. Well, I guess
yeah.
my point is that the Q really bounced. It made 2 attempts to break through that 5407. It's bounced. It's now up above that level, about 40 cents.
Yeah.
And it looks to me like that's kind of setting up a kind of a short-term bullish Gartley in the Qs on the 5-minute chart.
Yeah.
And does that give you any concern about your short position? I mean, since it was a pretty exact hit, and now it's not a picture-perfect bullish Gartley on the 5-minute Q, but
well, let me first correct you. I'm not short just yet. I was short, and we got taken out this morning. So
okay.
So what I personally am doing is I'm looking for I'm watching these areas and watching the volume piece of it to see how it is that if we bounce from here, which is what it looks like the market wants to do, and really watching the Qs and the small caps. In our next caller, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the small caps because that is showing some pretty significant weakness. What we are seeing with regard to the Qs, and I want you to maybe try to get your head, wrapped around this, is the Qs have been what has been leading the market up. So absolute strength there, even when you take a look at the daily chart. It's starting to now show some cracks, cracks and weakness. Even you pointed out when we first started off the call, that it's the worst performing right now.
Sure.
If the market flips, you're going to all of a sudden potentially have strength, which was strength, leading us down.
Well, would you consider currently on the 5-minute that that's a bullish Gartley formation kind of forming?
Yeah, that it actually formed. Absolutely. Yeah, if we just go back.
Picture perfect, but I don't know how much leeway you want to give it. The AB leg is not really a perfect.
Well, we don't strive for perfection around here. We just want to be outstanding, and you've got multiple ABCs here. You've got a couple of ABCs in the CD leg, and so that. But what you're pointing out, what's important is really the sacred geometry. That .618 and that .786, you hit it beautifully, and and the market has bounced from there. And I like to also correlate that to the small caps. And I won't do that with you. I'll do that with our next caller when we go take a look at the small caps, in the TZA. So is that good with you?
Okay, great. Thank you very
much. And thanks so much for calling. And great finds there, folks. It's a great education that Stephen helped us with. Let's go to Danny in Orlando. Danny, thanks for calling.
Hey, Mr. Rhodes. Thanks for taking my call.
I love the fact that you called, and love to hear from you. You're a new caller, and thanks so much for doing that. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, I love that shirt you got, man. My wife would love it too.
Oh, this is one of my favorite shirts. It's my second favorite country. With the U.S. being here. So you wanted to look at the small caps. You wanted to look at TZ. Are you in it? Looking to get in?
Yeah, I got in it yesterday, and I'm still up a little bit, but I got a little technical question for you. I'm not as experienced as your last caller, so you might have to bear with me a little bit. But
love to.
Looking at the daily, I'm a little bit confused on the swing point. Looks like on September the 12th, there's a candle that kind of sticks up there, but would I look at that as being a swing point, or?
It absolutely was a swing point. When we come back, folks, we're going to go to Danny. We're going to take a look at the swing points that are out there, where the TZA is going into, and we'll be right back, folks. 877-927-6648, and then we'll go to Danny as well, Jack as well. We'll be right back.
Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
Put the power of the Chapman Wave methodology to work for you. No matter what market you trade, what time frame you trade in, or your trading style, the opening call, Basil Chapman's daily market newsletter, is bursting with the information and trades you need to become a more successful trader.
I've been using Basil Chapman's Chapman Wave methodology for several years now. His Chapman Wave can be used for any time period for not only equities, but futures, currencies, commodities. I've been also a subscriber of his opening call, which I find an invaluable tool to help me analyze the potential of the market each day. He gives you opportunities to go short and long. It includes recommendations on stocks. I strongly recommend people using the Chapman Wave, and I very, very strongly support the use of his opening call.
To find out more about Basil Chapman and his Chapman Wave methodology, and to get your 2-week free trial of the opening call, a $64 value, visit tfnn.com today.
For some extra cash to help pay off some of your bills? Let Tiger Metal Exchange convert your unwanted jewelry to cash. We pay out 80% of the market price for gold. Our payouts are the highest in the industry, more than double our largest competitors. And we've created the safest, easiest, and most straightforward process for converting your jewelry to cash. Log on to TigerMetalExchange.com and get your free scale, your free eye loop, and get the cash you deserve now. We provide a free online calculator that converts your jewelry to cash at up-to-the-minute spot prices. We insure your items for up to $75,000 per shipment free of charge. We videotape the entire valuation process so that you can view it online. You can call us toll-free at 866-618-8888 or log on to TigerMetalExchange.com. Let Tiger Metal Exchange put more cash in your pocket without ever leaving the comfort of your home. Join the list of thousands of satisfied customers and go to TigerMetalExchange.com. It's the only click you need to make.
Studies show that 10,000 hours is what it takes to achieve outstanding results, unless you use the power of leverage. The power of leverage, folks, is key to attaining outstanding success in your trading and investing. I'm Steve Rhodes, co-host of The Money Masters with Tom O'Brien, seen daily at TFNN.com, and author of Mastering Probability, a daily trading and investment newsletter. Let me take your trading to a new level, a whole new level. Let me teach you the secrets that the real money masters use each and every day to produce consistent financial results. On top of that, I'll transform your life in ways you never thought imaginable. You'll overcome hurdles like an Olympian. Here's the beauty. I'm so certain that I'll transform your life. I'm giving you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Time, folks. Something you'll never get back. The time is now to take action. Go to the homepage of TFNN.com and order Mastering Probability. It'll change your life forever.
Homeowners, did you know a burglar could break into your home and get away in just 5 minutes? A locked door may not be enough to keep a thief out of your home. Think about what you can lose, and then think about this. Now you can get a free security system monitored by ADT, the leader in home security. Pick up your phone now and get free hardware, free medical and fire alert, and free activation. It's an $850 value. Just call Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, at 1-800-949-8207. You'll get 24-hour protection, and there's no cost for parts or activation. So call now about a free security system monitored by ADT. Call 1-800-949-8207. $99 installation charge. 36-month monitoring agreement at $35.99 a month. Call for terms and conditions to this offer and protect your home license numbers. Call now. 1-800-949-8207. That's 1-800-949-8207.
This segment is brought to you by Great Panther Silver. For more information, just click the Great Panther Silver banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
It's always better when we're together. Yeah, we'll look at them stars when we're together. Well, it's always better when we're together. Yeah, it's always better when we're together.
It is, folks, and we're with our man Steven or Danny in Orlando. Danny, thanks for holding on. And Danny's question was really about swing points, and what we're looking at, the chart that's on my screen, is the TZA. And Danny picked out a swing point, which was from September the 12th, and I have that circled. And, you know, and that absolutely is a change of trend and is a swing point. If I take a look at, though, you know, more so the current trade that you're in right now, you know, and you mentioned that you got in that yesterday and that you're still in the money. One of the key things is, you know, just having a stop in place. And so, you know, your stop should be, you know, somewhere underneath yesterday's low, which yesterday's low on the TZA was 45 35. Now, the swing point that I think is perhaps more important for you to focus on right now is really the one from September the 22nd. That's the swing where we had 42 million shares that traded. We were low of 51.26, high of 56.72. Are you seeing that on that whatever chart software it is that you're using?
You said the 22nd?
Yes, the 22nd.
Yes.
Okay, because that's the one that we're really coming into, and it came into it yesterday. So when you're taking a look at yesterday's trade, for example, so that certainly is also a swing point. And, we've had a very tight, narrow range on the TZA. Now, that swing point had 42 million shares there. And when we came into it yesterday, we came into it with only 29 million shares. Right. Now, we closed up inside it. You closed up over it. When you're playing these ETFs, it's better to actually go back over to the IWM, the small caps, and take a look at it. But in this case here, you still closed up into it, and you're going to need more volume on the TZA to break through that swing point. If you can close up into it again, what it might do is it might go test the top of that area. Right now, today you haven't touched it, so there's no test. If anything, what the TZA has done is it tested the swing point from 2 days ago on the 27th. That had 29 million shares, and the high on that bar was 47.17. You got down to a low of 46.91, and you kind of rejected that at this stage. Does that help you at all with regard to swing points, or and what else would you like to know? About this or anything?
That pretty much covers it. I was thinking that since it blew past that September 12th, 21 swing point on such heavy volume, that as long as this maybe was just a retracement, I might be setting up the gun for that 55 mark.
Yeah, now the 21st wasn't really a swing point. That's kind of in between, swings, and there was some volume there, and that's good to look at. One of the other things you really want to be able to do is you want to then go over to some high volume bars, and the high volume bar that you've got is really August 5th, and I've got a blue line across my screen. That really should be your support area, which happens to, that's why I say if you have a stop below yesterday's low, I think you're in pretty good shape, on your trade, hopefully from a money management standpoint. But go over to Channel 5 if you haven't done that, and look at my Mastering Probability free webinar that I did. It's 30 minutes. It'd be a great investment of your time. I'd appreciate that.
I will do that.
Okay. Thanks for calling. Now, let's quickly go to Jack in Deerfield Beach. Jack, thanks for calling.
Hey, Steve. Thank you very much for taking my call.
No problem. Now, I know you wanted to take a look at the euro, and I've got about 15 or 20 seconds here. You wanted to take a look at the EUO. Are you in that? Are you looking to get in? What's the...
I'm looking to get in.
Okay.
I have an order in under the market.
Okay. What I would do is, folks, that is the ETF for the going short the euro. And right now what I would do is if I go over to the euro chart, it has actually a Gartley buy pattern that has not failed. I wouldn't get into that until we see what's going to happen here with that. But send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. I'll send you a chart on that since I couldn't get through to you. Thanks for calling, Jack. Appreciate it.
Are you